Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast heading into this Wednesday. After yesterday's highs in the 70s for most areas, we're back at it again for today. But keeping an eye on our first major opportunity for storms to exist in the area later on this afternoon, but especially into this evening, especially as we get closer to sunset, as we're continuing to monitor a slight risk of severe weather, or a level 2 out of 5. So what is typical in the slight risk? Well, you typically get scattered storms, short-lived, isolated intensity, couple tornadoes, and strong wind or wind damage. Now, I will mention that because of the hail forecast, which I'll show you here in a second, I would not be surprised if areas north of I-70 got put in the enhanced risk at some point in time today. So keep that in mind. Why do I say that? Well, here's the risks. Individually, you'll notice that we are in the elevated risk on all three of them. But we do have those black hash marks in the hail. What does that signify? That signifies a significant risk for, in this case, 2 inches or greater for potential very large hail. And so that's going to be the biggest concern for the area. And we'll have to continue to keep an eye on the latest forecast. It's all going to depend on the location of a warm front later on today. And areas north of that front will have the higher opportunity to produce the severe weather. And that's going to be something you might be able to track as well. What is going to be the dew point temperature? Is it in the 50s? That would signify a little bit better chance for severe weather. If not, it's not going to be quite as high with the severe weather risk. Increasing clouds through the day, you'll notice that we're still generally dry through 6 o'clock. Not seeing anything too exciting yet, but then we start to get into an isolated storm down near Emporia at 8 o'clock. And that's when it starts to increase in coverage, especially north of I-70. You'll notice how quickly it pushes into Missouri by about 11:30 or so, keeping us more in the way of just some isolated showers and thunderstorms. May not be severe along Highway 36 during that time, and we'll continue that chance as we head into tonight. A lot of it staying in Missouri, but obviously we'll continue to keep an eye on it. And then maybe a few spotty showers or even some thunderstorms lingering, especially during the morning hours with drier conditions in the afternoon. Still cloud cover remaining. I still think temperatures do remain above average for this time of year, but it will be cooler tomorrow, and then we'll clear out Thursday night, leaving us with mostly sunny skies for Friday. I do want to mention that even though there is a storm spotter class this evening in Cloud County and Concordia, keep an eye on this. I will, of course, let you know as soon as I know on if that class is still being held or not. Hopefully I will have an answer by midday in Kansas today. So whether you're tuning in to the actual newscast at 12 o'clock, or you're noticing on the bottom of the page where I typically have been putting the Storm Spotter training class and link on whether or not it will be held and where it will be held, that's where you want to look at some point in time today before heading out there. Otherwise, it will be in Clay Center tomorrow. Should be no issues there. That's at 6:30. And then back to the 7 o'clock time frame on Monday in Lawrence. So most of these classes have been at 7. It's just the yesterday and these next two being at 6:30. Temperature-wise, we'll cool down a little bit for tomorrow and then even cooler for Friday. That's still technically a little bit above average for this time of year. A quick warm-up Saturday before another reinforcing shot at some cooler air Sunday. I still don't expect much in the way of precipitation from that. So later today, tonight, and a little bit tomorrow is our best chance for rainfall for the next 8 days as the temperatures gradually start to warm back up as we head into next week. But certainly looking at a few mornings, Monday and Tuesday, of below freezing temperatures, I should say. Quick check of our extended outlook graphics here. Just of note, we might get into a little bit wetter than normal conditions in the 8 to 14 day outlook. So that'll be something that we'll be monitoring as we head towards the latter half of next week and to the potential weekend. But until then, at least start the week, it will remain dry. And for the most part, we'll have quite a bit of sun between Friday through Tuesday. Maybe a little bit more cloud cover on Sunday for St. Patrick's Day. But at least for the festivities, Irish Fest in Topeka on Saturday. It's looking like the nicer day compared to Sunday even. So looking at a nice weekend ahead with Saturday being the nicer day. But of course, all eyes will be on today and the severe weather risk. So be prepared. Prepare for everything. but don't be surprised if there isn't a whole lot going on this evening. It just kind of depends on where that warm front is and how that interacts with the atmosphere on what we have in place. So keep checking back in daily through the day. I will try to update this video, but while this video may not be updated, I will try and at least send out short forecast updates on the WIBW weather app and on social media. So make sure to check those. And of course, the forecast discussion online on the weather page will be updated as needed as well. So just be mindful of that. Whenever I update this full long length video, it always takes a very long time to render and update and get online. A lot easier to change everything else and to update everything else. So just be aware of that. Just check back in. Whatever we know, you will know throughout the day. So just be prepared for that. Have a great day.